Welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm for episode 9 with me, MrSealyp. I am up by 56A, not far from my little sugar beet field patch. I did come up here with the planter and I've put some rows of poplars in here. Now, the first one I followed the edge and then realised it wasn't straight, so that one kind of goes a bend and straightens out. Then I tried to do each strip next to each other. I did that myself because I couldn't set a worker. Got quite a way through and realised I had quite a lot of seed left, and I'd been left a few messages, actually comments regarding the poplars. So I've done something else. While I'm talking about messages, the planter, the information given to me about the planter and that you can set it on allow create fields and do this on the grass was Dylan. I went through all the, I was trying to think of all the names of all the people that might have messaged, and I went through all the messages, couldn't find it. And Dylan messaged and said it was him, and it was Dylan that told me about that. The second thing is I got a message from Alex, and this is a little while back now, but because I haven't done many episodes on this since then, it's why it hasn't come up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head back while I'm saying that. I'm going to walk back over to field 54. But Alex is the guy that works for the council that messaged me and sent me the citation early on, if you remember, when I left the trailer there on the road and I had to go up to the town hall, which is at the church, and pay the fine. He messaged me back to say he thanked me for paying the fine, apologised that I had to pay the administration fee, and asked me if I could find a chunk of wood to use as a doorstop, because apparently by the church door there used to be a big gold shiny object they used as a doorstop, which I may have taken. Anyway, I thought it was quite funny, it made me laugh. But what he has asked me for, the council are going to do a harvest festival, and they're going to have all sorts of activities going on in and around the town, and he's asked, they want to set up like a mini maze for the kids, something for the kids to play in. They're going to have a mini maze. So he's asked me, can I supply 100 straw bales or hay bales, but not grass, because that could stain their clothing, that kind of thing. So I'm going to try, if I can have them back afterwards, he said. So what I'm going to try to do is do a load of bales, even if it means then me shredding them and putting them into my silo, or storing them and stacking them up, whatever I need to do. But yeah, I might try and fulfil that, do 100 bales. So hopefully I can fulfil that kind of mini contract. We'll see how I go with that. Now, I have also, you notice the money's gone down a little bit, top right hand corner. I did go and purchase the stump grinder, the Rabaud XYLOR, because I'd forgotten, I hadn't done it, so I went to do that. And what I also did, based upon, and I've just realised the tractor's decided to go the wrong way, how very helpful, somebody suggested, because it leaves the gaps here, like this, between each one, that they thought that was a waste of space, and they ran their tractor then up the gaps, put in another row of poplars in between, so you basically get a mass poplar field. I did that on Goldcrest Valley quite a while ago, and I did it on I think Lawfolds, if I remember correctly. So what I've decided to do was get the T8, bring it back over from where I was doing up by 56A, and do the same thing here. So use the pallet I had left just to kind of fill in the gaps. Problem is, I've just reset the worker and it's gone the wrong way. It's turned at the top that way and come back down the row it's already done, as opposed to turning that way and doing a strip it hasn't. So that's a little bit annoying. I need to sort that out. This will need to go back over to where I'm doing my forestry. Well, so I'm not doing forestry at the moment, but where I will be doing forestry. I do have a couple of stumps that need grinding out, which I will do. This I need to make sure is turned around and goes the right way. So what I might do now is go, actually I might just set it and then follow it up and hope it goes the right way. I blame myself, I don't blame the workers, it's not their fault. So what I'll do, hopefully this will work. Put it in about there. Set the worker. Doing what I did before, I don't know why. I wasn't far enough over and it kind of put them at a funny angle. Let's try again. That's a bit better. So as you see now, the strip goes and you've got poplars. And I'm sure I said this when I did Goldcrest Valley, and when I did it on Lawfolds, yes, it's not realistic. You would leave it, because obviously these are in their first growth stage, and part of seasons and generally speaking on Farming Simulator, if you drive over a crop in its first growth stage, it won't damage it. So realistically, here, it doesn't damage it. But in real life, if I'd put poplars in the ground like they are now, both my sets of tractor tyres will be crushing what I've already done. So I understand, I totally get it's not realistic, but it is a better use of the space, and it does mean I'll get more yield out the same space. If that kind of makes sense. So hopefully when I get to the top of the field, it will turn around the correct way, I hope. Now, the other thing I was going to do was skip ahead a little bit, maybe to second day of summer, and then hopefully the grass will be ready to do. But what I might do is stick with today for a little while, because I've got a couple of jobs I need to do. Oops, turn the wrong way again. Okay, right. What I'm going to do then is maybe go from the other side and hopefully it'll come back. But I will need to keep an eye on it, because I don't want it to go too far over. I'll probably run out before then, actually. Okay, well I'll see how that gets on. Hopefully it'll turn the right way. What I'll do now is let the worker carry on with that and take this XYLOR back, get rid of those two stumps, and then I might actually do some grass cutting. I might do the grass cutting anyway and get some more into that bunker silo, because I do need to get some silage on the go. I am also thinking with 730,000 left, I did say I was saving some to buy a harvester. It was also suggested to me that I just leased one for the first year, and then over the winter when I can do more forestry and earn more money doing it, then buy a harvester for the next year, which, yeah, it might work. It's not a bad idea actually, which I'm then thinking if that frees up some money for this year, I might buy another field. But again, I don't know. They're all ideas. I did also think about having the weirdest field in history with this plough, because this will plough, is ploughing through the trees and ploughing, rather than a field that's rectangular, a long field like a snake that snakes in and out and around the trees. So you might have like one field of wheat that goes right around the forest. I know it's a bit peculiar, but then you can just go one pass round with the cedar, one pass round with the harvest. You know, I just thought it might be something a bit different. I know it's bizarre, I don't know, my mind works in a very weird way. But I thought you've got a lot of space here in between the trees, and it seems a pity to waste it. You could potentially have the same space as you would have in a normal rectangular field, but kind of snaking around the woodland, I don't know. I think it's best if I just stop thinking. That's probably the best thing to do. So, we've got a couple of stumps. I need to get these out. Turn this crazy beast on. There have been a few complaints about this. People said the angle, you can't get the angle quite right, it doesn't work perfectly, it's a bit fiddly, and yeah, so I've lifted that off the floor. It may well be. I said this on comments in reply, I haven't really noticed any issues with it. That's just done that stump, no problem at all. I haven't really come across any problems, but I found it's worked quite well. There you go. That was right. I think it was only 2 tree stumps. I don't know how I missed them before, but anyway, right. Let's park this up. It does worry me slightly. I don't know, it's a weird thing, isn't it? But I'm not using this, but this sits going the whole time. There's no on-off switch for it. It's just on all the time. So this potentially is going to sit now through the rest of summer, all of autumn, until I come back to using it in the winter. But I can't really do a lot about that. That's what it's going to do. Right, up to the farm. I might have a look on my my plan of the local area and work out if there's another field I could buy that's got a crop in it that I need. Oh, sheep, that was the other thing. I was going to get some sheep, wasn't I? I've got grass, I can start my sheep farm off. I'm going to do that. I'm going to need to lease an animal trailer. I'm not going to buy one straight away. Again, it's a fair bit of money. Oh, the other thing was, yes, this, I did mention about getting rid of it, and I was left a comment to say that that is all well and good, MrSealyp. However, the silo at the farm may take all crops, but it doesn't take total mixed ration. So, another good reason for keeping this, I think. That's what I'm going with. So, okay, I think sheep's not a bad idea. Right, what can I use? I've got the Terra, haven't I? The Terra variant. The Holmer. We'll get in the Holmer. Let's go and lease an animal trailer and let's get some sheep, shall we? Let's get the farm up and running proper. What was I thinking? I got part way out of the yard and suddenly thought, you know what? I've got the man, haven't I? Not the man, the Tatra. The Tatra Phoenix. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. That means I can get the slightly bigger trailer, I think. So I'll lease that. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. Anyway, right, animals. Where is it? Animals. That's the smaller one. And we've got the Michieltto AM19. I don't think I've got any other mods installed. Nope. So, 67,000. Doesn't really matter what colour it is, does it? I guess. 6,000 to lease. That's alright. That's one tree cut down roughly. That will cover the cost of that if I really need to. So, let's go around the corner. Let's pick this up. And let's get some sheep on the farm. Right, let's try and use my mirrors. Whoa, all on the mirrors. Nice. I don't normally manage that. Yeah, can't see much out there. Okay. I'm trying to remember, does this one open? Open cover. There we go. You can. Right, okay. I thought you could. My mind went blank. Let's close that down. Right, let's get up to the livestock market and get some sheep. My mind's gone blank. Oh, I remember now. Left, left, left. Whoa. Too much traffic. Come on, come on, come on. I should have come wider. Looks like that hail was going to come. It seems to be getting a little bit darker in the sky. I think it's left here, isn't it? It is. And then turn around in the yard and back up somehow. Oh, that was close. Okay. Sheep it is. Buy. I can get 24. That's going to be quite expensive. But you know what? Let's get 24. Fill up the trailer. 114,000. That's actually not too bad. 114, 241. There. Wow, man, that's... Because I haven't done this with seasons before. Just suddenly realised I'm paying more for sheep than I am for cows. Cows are 4,300, sheep 4,760. Wow, okay, well, so be it, I need them. We now have sheep. Excellent, they're in there. I need to open up the cover. Okay, cover's open. They're in there, I think. They are in there. We have sheep. Nice. Right, let's get them back to the farm. Our first livestock on the Valley of the Old Farm with seasons on. I completely forgot about that. I can cut this way, can't I? Might make turning out a little bit tighter, but Alex also said to me that if I did the contract, if we did manage to sort something out, we should get together for a Guinness. I did say I was going to have a Guinness, didn't I? Which is very kind of him. Whoa, pedestrians. Somebody did comment the other day to say they thought it was lovely that I stopped for pedestrians. Well, I'm not going to run a motor. I know I don't. You can't hurt anybody. I know that you just drive through them, but, you know, it just feels wrong, doesn't it? I just parked up the Homer there. Well, I reset it actually because I realised I'd made a mistake. So that's where it ended up. That's parked up. Sheep, where do I load? It's going to start to feel like a proper farm once I've got some animals. Not that... That's not to say that if you're an arable farmer it's not a proper... You know what I mean? That sounds awful, doesn't it? If you don't do livestock, you're not a proper farmer. That's not what I meant at all. Let's open the gates. A lot of people have been talking lately about FS19, what they want to see, what they want to come up, that, you know, that kind of thing. I think one minor thing, it's a small detail, not that anyone from Giants is watching, but if you are watching, I think the why is that not, there we go, I don't want to sell them, I want to unload them. That's weird. Sure it was here. There we go. Unload. Yeah, animation for unloading and unloading of animal trailers. Seeing the animals actually coming out into the... You know, I just think it's a small thing. I don't know how complicated that would be. Probably quite complicated. Do I want 24 out of the vehicle? Yes, I do. Let's pull that forward. And here comes the rain that was expected. That's going to make doing a few jobs a little bit trickier. Let's close the gate. Oh, where's the trigger gone? Why do I keep struggling with this? Okay, we've got it now. We now have sheep. We have sheep on the Valley of the Old Farm. 24 of them to be precise. So there they're going to need some water, they're going to need some grass, and then we can start getting them productive. That's my next step. I'm going to move the trailer out of the way. I'll probably get that taken back later on, get one of the workers to take it back, as it's only leased. It seems like, as you think, 6,000 is a lot of money, but it's fine. Let's get that back and we'll get the animals sorted out. I am back up at the store. I'm here because it just suddenly dawned on me I've just bought sheep. Hooray! But I need to feed them. That's fine. I've got grass. I don't own a trailer. And I also didn't have a water tanker transporter of any description to give them water. So I've got the Aquatrans 7300, the Joskin. I have also bought the Agroliner TAW 30 trailer, and one of the kind staff here at the BSM shop have taken that down to my farm. They're on the way there now with it. I'm going to go and fill this up, but I have a cunning plan. It may not work, but we're going to try. On the way back, if I can remember the route, again it's one of those, I've kind of looked at the map, trying to commit that to memory. And then find my way there. But down here somewhere, on the left hand side, I think it might be here. So I shall indicate that rare occurrence. Right, so turning down here, I'm now running parallel with the river on the northern side of it. If I carry on along here, there should be a turning. And there's a Ford, I believe. Not a Ford tractor. A fording point on the river. Now, whether or not it will allow me to fill up or not. It will. Nice. So, while I'm fording the river, I'm filling up for free. Oh, I just suddenly realised I need to get some fuel as well. This rain is horrendous. But free water. Nice, okay. Well, that fording point's going to be good to remember. And hopefully, I think if I follow this route back through the woods, through the forest, it will take me back towards field 54, I think. Yes, it does. Nice. Okay, well that all worked out rather well. Didn't take me too far out of my way. I'm going to cut through the woods again. Right, I'll cut through the woods and I will see you back at the farm in a moment. Let's get these sheep some water. Field 54 is complete, so when I went back up to the store, before I went to pick up this trailer, I did drop off the tree planter. I meant to mention that and I forgot. So water is not there, is it? Of course it's not. It wouldn't be that simple. I do it every time. I don't know why I turned the engine off. Let's get this out of the way. I'm sure the water trough is inside the pen. I'll stop that there. Sure it is. Down there, I think. Do another loop round. And try not to kill any cow. I'm not going to kill any cows on the way down. Try not to injure any of my sheep on the way down. So. Season's on. It will only do anything for 3 days, not 6 days now as well. That's something to bear in mind. There we go. Found the trigger first time this time. Brilliant. That's shut. Okay, so water's done. Now for grass. I need to put this somewhere, not too far away so I can get to it easily. Stick it next to the lady. Oh, I suppose I could have used... Oh, I'm going to need a trailer at some point when I do my harvesting anyway. But I could have used the Tego, couldn't I? If that works in the silo. I don't know if it does. Now, hopefully, my trailer should have been delivered down into the yard. So I'll head down there. Let's pick that up. Open. There we go. I haven't used this one very often actually. This is one of the ones that's got the kind of the push plate. So if this works. Yeah, when it unloads, it does that, and then the whole plate pushes. Not bad. So you've got rear steering, it has. Brilliant, okay. I'm not going to need much grass actually. It's a big trailer for what I need at the moment, but I thought it seems daft buying a small one to start off with when I'm going to need a bigger one anyway. If I get to a point where I think, well, just a small one for doing things like little bits of feed, then maybe I'll grab one, but this will do for the time being. Hopefully it will do what I need to do now. I won't need much, but no. Grass. Yes, so start, and let's say about, that's 8,000 litres. Should be enough, shouldn't it? Let's see. Fingers crossed that will be enough. And our sheep will start to be productive. Although, hang on, have I just put... I might have just put those two trailers, the Tego and the water one, where the pallets spawn. So the question is, do the pallets spawn here, this little bit here, Would they spawn further over? We shall see. That's actually quite low, isn't it, that attachment? I suppose because that bar there angles down anyway, rather than coming straight off the trailer. So be careful of that so I don't hit it on anything when I'm travelling around. So, that's it. Water and grass. The sheep should now... Let's turn that on. That's weird. Wrong button, that's probably why. Should now be productive. God, that's now got dark, hasn't it? Trying to turn that off. Anyway, right. So, that's it. Sheep sorted. Watered and fed. It's all good. It is all good, right. Get a bit of grass. I know the grass shouldn't go into the silo, I know that. So, let's find a home for the trailer. I'm thinking this large area here, I might at some point need to stick another barn on this. Another shelter of some description. For the time being though, I think this can probably go down into the yard. I've got enough room down there, and then once I start filling these areas up, maybe look for somewhere else. And I need to get some fuel in this tractor as well. It's not ridiculously low, but it is getting lower, so we shall fill it up. Now where's I put this? Next to the telehandler? Yes, telehandler. Why did my mind suddenly think that was the wrong word? No, next to the telehandler. That's fine. Fantastic. And then fuel. Let's fuel this up. That should be in here. There we go. Oh, shouldn't refuel with the lights on. We don't do in petrol stations. And that is pretty much it for this episode. I got field 54 finished, poplars sorted, got some sheep, transported them over, fed them, watered them. Next step in the farm. Just thinking as well, have I got a bucket? I might need to get a bucket for the skid steer. So I don't have a tractor with a front loader either. That's a good point. Oh, never thought of that. For cleaning the feed area here, that's going to be something I'm going to need to do. So potentially I'm going to need a bucket for the skid steer, or another tractor with a front loader and a bucket on that. Let's just check the animals. Cleanliness 100%, water and hay or grass. Health is at 1%. That is over a period of time. I know that's not going to suddenly rocket up. Reproduction rate will all start to kick in at some point. And I'm also aware I have to keep an eye on... I should press the right button. Economy. What am I looking for? Animals. That's not on here, is it? Straw, grass, hay. Oh yeah, cow, sheep, pigs. So sheep. Price of them. Yeah, I've picked the wrong time, haven't I? I should have bought them in autumn. The price comes right down, but never mind. It is what it is. Can't do a lot about that. I should have thought about that before. What about pigs? Pig prices plummet in Autumn 3, maybe that's the time to get the pigs. And then they're worth a bomb in spring 3. Nice. Okay, well, I'll keep a track on that. But that is the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.